Hello again. Now, you may remember, if you've seen my previous videos, that for my Philips radiogram I made some replacement head shells. This one here is for playing 78s, and this one here is for playing vinyl microgroove type records. And they work quite well. And the reason I did that was because although the radiogram came with various cartridges, so up there you can probably see there are two, and they were the original 78 and microgroove head shells. So although it came with those, they weren't working. They were in a very poor state. But what I never really looked at was the head shell and cartridge that did come with it, which is this one that's actually fitted. And this is a dual 78 and microgroove one. And I thought I'd give it a little test. And it's currently set to normal, N for normal, which is what we would now call 78. And funnily enough, it actually does work just fine. Now, one interesting thing about it is that because it is both 78 and microgroove, you can actually hear the differences of the styluses. So if we try 78 again, and then tilt the cartridge, that's now playing on the microgroove setting, and you can hear there's a lot more surface noise. Back to normal, or 78. And that sounds much better. The reason for that is that the record is expecting a slightly bigger stylus for a 78 record. So I think it's a 3mm stylus approximately, whereas microgroove is 0.7mm, although they're apparently often a little bit bigger, especially on the modern cheaper cartridges. So that sort of begs the question, this cartridge here being the one for microgroove or vinyl, that will almost certainly have a 0.7 or 1mm stylus on it. This one, which is the one I've got for 78s, supposedly has a 3mm stylus because it's designed for 78s. But I'll do a sound test at some point. Now, I also talked about in one of my more recent videos this cartridge here, and this is actually flippable between, so that's the LP settings, or actually that way around, that's the 78 setting. That's the LP setting, and that would fit directly into this head shell here. Be a direct replacement, and could conceivably allow this head shell to operate just like the one that's fitted on there, but have a flip over stylus rather than tilting the whole head shell like the original Philips one did. Now, there is some debate as to whether the styluses on this are actually really the right size, but I'll be able to do the same test that I've just demonstrated using this head shell here, and to see whether the 78 stylus actually gives a better sound than the microgroove one. And I've also got on order, in fact it turned up today, a new stylus for this cartridge here, so I'll be able to test to see whether a better quality stylus. I've ordered a much more expensive stylus that happens to fit this one, and hopefully it will actually have the proper size styluses on it, and I'll be able to see whether, or at least hear whether it's any better than the ones which are actually fitted on here. Because hopefully The ones which are fitted on here are actually just fine, and it's a bit of a false alarm, but as to whether the styluses are the wrong size, I just have to wait and see and do a bit more testing. Anyway, so I thought it was just worth showing that this head shell and styluses do actually work just fine, and obviously I will do a bit more testing of other combinations in the future. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Mr. RG Stuff.